This must reach you before tomorrow. Not everyone will feel it, but if you're here, it means you're already in it. The 6-6 portal isn't a date. It's a divine checkpoint. And this year, Mars and Ketu aren't just aligning, they're scanning your soul. The 6-6 portal is not something you mark on a calendar and forget. It's a divine checkpoint coded into your soul's timeline. It doesn't care how many affirmations you've recited or crystals you've cleansed. What it truly measures is how you show up when nothing makes sense, when the emotions rise, the clarity fades, and the spiritual path feels like a battlefield. This isn't just another ascension update. It's an invitation to step into fire and emerge as truth. If everything in your life feels like it's cracking, stretching, or falling apart, it's not chaos, it's calibration. Mars, the warrior, forces movement. Ketu, the liberator, severs the past. Their combined force during this portal doesn't just shift your energy, it exposes it. This is the universe asking, have you truly integrated what you say you believe? Or were you only loyal to ease, not truth? The furnace burns away performance. What remains is authenticity. The intensity isn't punishment, it's preparation. You're not being thrown into confusion to suffer. You're being squeezed to see what's eternal within you. Are your choices still led by fear, or have you learned to walk in faith, even when the ground disappears beneath your feet? This is an initiation, not a ceremony. No ribbons, no applause, just a soul standing raw in the fire, shedding the old skin to finally wear its purpose. You're not imagining it. This heaviness you carry isn't from the day-to-day. It's deeper, it's older. Chosen ones often feel fatigue that sleep can't touch, sorrow that has no name, and anxiety that arrives uninvited. That's because you're not just navigating your own life. You're cleansing timelines, breaking generational chains, and holding space for collective healing. The pain you feel may not be yours, but it's passing through you to be transmuted. When you cry for no reason or feel emotionally overwhelmed in stillness, understand, it's not weakness, it's sacred work. You're the soul brave enough to say, "It ends with me." Every wave of grief that visits your chest may belong to ancestors who never had a voice. Every pang of sadness might be the echo of lifetimes unhealed. This pain isn't random, it's purposeful, and your willingness to carry it with grace is a sign of divine selection. The world may not see what you're holding. They won't clap for your silent victories or notice when you choose love in moments where rage would be easier. But the higher realms do. The more invisible your struggle, the more profound your mission. You are not falling behind. You're forging forward in a way few will ever understand. Stay soft, stay strong, and know this: your quiet suffering is sacred, and heaven is watching. You may feel like you're unraveling, but you're not. What you're experiencing isn't a collapse, it's a calibration. The universe is not punishing you, it's evaluating you. Each challenge, delay, or emotional spiral is part of a divine scan, a vibrational assessment to see how much light your soul can carry when nothing feels certain. You're being measured not by what you can do in comfort, but by what you can hold in chaos. This isn't about perfection, it's about presence. Can you remain centered as the structures around you dissolve? Can you keep your heart open when old versions of life vanish in front of you? These aren't just trials, they're trust exercises between you and the divine. You're not being broken, you're being expanded. Every tear is stretching your spiritual muscles. Every loss is making room for the weight of a higher assignment. So if you're tempted to look back, to long for what was, to beg for ease, pause. This is not a moment to retreat into the past. It's a test to see if you can walk forward without needing every answer. The universe doesn't ask you to be fearless. It asks you to be faithful. You're not weak for shaking. You're sacred for still standing. If you've been feeling like the world has gone quiet around you, like people have stepped back, calls have slowed, or your presence feels invisible, it's not rejection. It's divine insulation. The universe is cloaking you not to isolate you in suffering, but to protect you during a critical upgrade. Just like a caterpillar builds its cocoon in silence, you too are being wrapped in solitude so your metamorphosis can unfold without interference. If you've made it this far, don't forget to subscribe for daily cosmic insights, astrology updates, and spiritual guidance, because the universe always has a message for you. This quiet is not emptiness, it's refinement. Your energy is shifting, rising, becoming incompatible with anything built on shallow connection or conditional love. The people drifting away were part of an old script, and their absence isn't abandonment, it's alignment. The universe knows that noise confuses growth, and distractions delay destiny. So it pulls the world back, not to punish you, but to pull you closer to your own soul. You're not a ghost. You're a warrior in recovery. Your solitude is sacred space where your frequency is being recalibrated for your next mission. So stop reaching back to what's fading. Let the silence stretch. Let the stillness heal. The ones meant to find you in this new frequency will arrive, but not until you've remembered who you are without the noise. There comes a moment when your spirit can no longer play along, and that moment has arrived. You find yourself saying no before your mind even understands why. You're walking out of conversations, questioning rules you once followed blindly, and turning down roles that once felt essential. This isn't rebellion for the sake of noise, it's your soul reclaiming its voice. Mars lights the fire within, and Ketu clears everything that dimmed it. You're not being difficult, you're being reborn. What used to feel like comfort now feels like confinement. You can no longer tolerate half-truths, fake smiles, or energy-draining obligations. Something deeper has awakened in you, a defiance not rooted in anger, but in alignment. You're not reacting, you're remembering. Every cell in your body is rejecting what no longer matches your frequency, and that resistance isn't wrong, it's right. It's a sign you've outgrown the version of life that was built to please others, not free you. The discomfort you're feeling isn't a problem to fix, it's a direction to follow. You're being asked to trust your intuition more than your instruction. You're not here to repeat patterns, you're here to end them. When your soul starts disobeying old scripts, listen closely. That's your higher self taking the lead. Let the old roles burn. Let the outdated expectations dissolve. You're not breaking character, you're becoming your truth. When Mars and Ketu align, illusions don't just fade, they get ripped away. Mars charges forward with raw action, while Ketu slices through karmic entanglements with surgical precision. Together, they form a spiritual scalpel, removing what no longer belongs, not gently, but decisively. This isn't a soft transformation, it's a purge. If something or someone suddenly exits your life, it's not an accident, it's divine intervention. The parts of you that were surviving on performance are being retired for good. Masks you didn't even realize you were wearing begin to feel unbearable. Roles you took on to fit in, obligations you accepted to feel needed, emotional debts you paid to avoid abandonment. They're all being exposed. Not because you failed, but because you've outgrown them. The universe is not interested in you staying comfortable, it's interested in you becoming authentic. And that means every false layer must fall, even if it was once your identity. So when relationships dissolve, jobs end, or desires shift suddenly, don't chase. Don't beg for what's leaving. That's Ketu whispering, it's complete. This is the sacred severing that sets you free. The Mars-Ketu alliance doesn't just clear your path, it clears yourself. It returns you to the original blueprint before life's noise told you who to be. Let it cut, let it cleanse, because what's left afterward is you, unmasked and unbound. There's a kind of exhaustion that no nap can fix, and you've been feeling it deeply. This isn't about physical fatigue, it's soul-level depletion. That's because your work doesn't stop when your eyes close. While the body rests, your spirit rises. You're not simply dreaming, you're traveling, repairing, healing. From ancestral trauma to energetic grid lines, your soul is running missions through the night. It's sacred labor, and it's invisible to the world. You're not broken, you're deployed. The reason you wake up more tired than when you fell asleep is because you've been transmuting karmic residue, weaving light into dark spaces, and clearing timelines that never got closure. It's exhausting work, work that can't be seen, validated, or understood by most. But heaven sees it. The divine records it. You're not lazy. You're in divine service beyond the veil. So be gentle with yourself on the days where you have no energy to explain, perform, or push. You are holding more than one lifetime in your energy field. Others may not understand why you cancel plans, why you need silence, or why you feel so heavy, but that's okay. You were never meant to explain your mission. You were meant to complete it, and you're doing exactly that, one night at a time. Sometimes the greatest blessings come disguised as heartbreak. That job that vanished, the relationship that slipped away, the door that slammed shut. It's not karma punishing you, it's the divine protecting you. You were on the edge of a path that no longer matched your soul's vibration, and rather than let you walk into depletion, the universe intervened. What feels like sudden loss is actually sacred redirection. It may sting now, but one day you'll realize you were saved, not sabotaged. And as things fall away, don't be surprised if people stop noticing you. If texts go unanswered, invitations stop coming, and familiar faces start to fade. It's not rejection, it's realignment. You're not being left behind, you're being lifted beyond. You are cloaked, intentionally hidden from those who no longer resonate with your energy. This isn't because you're broken, it's because your new frequency isn't meant to be recognized by old mirrors. It's ascension in disguise, so don't mourn what's leaving or chase what's slipping away. Instead, honor the space it's creating. You are being set apart for clarity, protected from distractions, and prepared for something far more aligned. When the noise fades, the truth is easier to hear. You're not invisible, you're being preserved. Trust that what's disappearing is clearing room for what's divine. Silence is often misunderstood as emptiness, but for the chosen ones, it's sacred containment. You're not being quiet because you have nothing to say. You're being silent because your words carry weight, and timing is everything. The pull to retreat inward, to protect your energy, to not explain yourself, is divine restraint. You're holding entire timelines in your being, and not every frequency around you is ready to receive that light. You're not disconnected, you're encoded. Your silence is not avoidance, it's wisdom. You are containing keys meant for the right doors, at the right time, for the right people. You've outgrown the need to be understood. You're no longer leaking truth just to feel seen. You've become the guardian of sacred truths, waiting for divine alignment to speak, not for validation, but for transformation. So if you've gone quiet lately, stay there. Don't rush the revelation. Don't water down your knowing for noise. When your voice returns, it will be like thunder, piercing illusions, activating purpose, and realigning reality. Until then, be still, be sacred, be ready, because the moment you speak, the universe will move.